Everybody, Coach Will here, here to show you a few progressions for the single leg squat or the pistol squat. Now to start things off, I'm actually going to grab an elevated position. Now I've seen individuals do this with bumper plates or plate weights, gradually increasing their overall height to a point. That being said, I'm going to go for just a kind of a foot high box on this one initially. I'm going to start with my hips nice and squared up. Now from here I'm going to be making sure that my knees stay tracking in front of or in line with that front foot, making sure that I initiate through a hip hinge, so breaking at the hips, knee tracking in line with the toe, and from here I'm going to be dropping that leg down towards the ground, letting that heel touch on that left hand side, and then control stand back to starting position. Now from the side, same thing, starting everything's nice and square. I'm going to be breaking at the hips, controlling down till my heel touches on the ground, and then driving through my top leg back to standing position. The second variant of this means that I'm actually going to think about dropping a little bit lower down, and to do that, I'm still going to have that hip hinge to initiate, but I'm going to let my bottom leg or that lagging leg slightly push forward a little bit as well too, almost like the hips are slightly tucking forward. Now again, hip hinge, control bend, and then rather than having that heel contacting alongside the top leg, I'm going to have it contacting forward, pushing back up. Now it will look a little bit more consistent when you go a little bit smoother or a little bit slower through that movement. Again, hips drop down, heel touches forward, control down. That allows me to actively contact and actively control my overall stability, because there is a large amount of balance, stability, as well as mobility-based issues for this. Now, making sure that we increase the difficulty. Once you feel control for that movement, we can go into a full pistol. Same thing from the side, I'll show you guys. Elevated position, control break at the hips. From here, tracking in line, making sure that that heel does not contact the ground. Big drive up back to standing position. And then the full version will be going away from the box, nice and controlled. Now again, I'll be facing the window on this one. Stable position, you can choose to either grab the foot or go free. Big control down, breaking at the hips. Now again, from this position, it's okay if your hips tuck underneath, that's completely fine. You're gonna see ideally I'm trying to get a relatively upright torso, but naturally, because my leg is outstretched, I am gonna have that slight shift underneath through the pelvis as my body tries to stabilize where that center of mass is. Now, you can be increasing the difficulty by adding load if you would like. There's a previous video of me doing that with a 16 kilo kettlebell. That being said, one of the things that I really like to practice for this one as well too is a rolling based drill. Now, once you're comfortable with the control lower from an elevated position, letting that heel contact the ground about a foot to 2 feet in front of your body, you can start to incorporate this drill. I'm going to start lying on the ground. Now from here, I'm going to go into a rollback position, and I'm actually going to be stabilizing or catching myself on my right foot, and then rolling back to start catching myself on my left foot in that bottom of the pistol squat position. Now this is a fun little drill, so making sure that you're controlling on your way back, not hitting your head against anything, rolling on back, control forward, making sure that you can tuck, back up to start. By all means, support yourself with your hands if you need to push up to get that balance. Just getting comfortable with this drill, working on your balance. As you get more comfortable with it, up into that rolling start, control back down, roll, repeat. Again, stable and up, control, repeat, stable, up, control, repeat. Make sure you're switching sides, stable, up, control, repeat. Now after a while, you can pause at that bottom, go into that full, and by now, once you're stable in that position, you should be able to do a full. This also works by all means for a double, and then roll, double, and roll, making sure that you roll hard so you can get upright. Fun little drill. Switching back to singles, repeat, one last one, and stand, and done. Now, please let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, have fun, stay safe. We're all in this together. Thanks.